This tutorial video explains how to register your company in AE Vendor Hub, the Ansaldo Energia Group sourcing platform. You will have to complete the registration data before you can fully access AE Vendor Hub. Once you have watched this video, you can review all details in the vendor guide document that you download from the homepage. If you have already worked with Ansaldo Energia Group, some of your company data have already been pre-filled in the AE Vendor Hub platform, and you will follow a dedicated path for online registration. First of all, let's review the login page. Go to vendorhub.ansaldoenergia.com and select English or Italian language for user interface. If you have never worked with Ansaldo Energia Group, click on Supplier Registration to register on AE Vendor Hub. If you need assistance, contact AE Vendor Hub support team. If you have already worked with Ansaldo Energia Group, you should have received an email with credentials to access AE Vendor Hub. Click on vendorhub.ansaldoenergia.com and follow the instructions. Select Navigation Language. If you have not received such email, contact the AE Vendor Hub support team. Read carefully the registration phase instructions before filling in the requested information. Let's now review how to fill in company data. Note that all fields marked with asterisks are mandatory. Make sure you select the country of your company headquarters. Please use the specified fields in this page to provide the address of your headquarters. We kindly ask you to insert a maximum of 35 characters for your company name in the vendor name field. If your company name contains more than 35 characters, use the vendor name other field. Whenever possible, use common acronyms for legal structure. As an example, write LTD for limited legal structure. If you have never worked with us, you are asked to fill in at least one company identifier marked with asterisk. EU VAT number for companies with headquarter located in EU countries. Company registration number, tax ID, for companies with headquarters not located in EU countries. Note that Italian companies should also fill in the fiscal code. If you have already worked with Ansaldo Energia Group, at least one of your company identifiers has been pre-filled in AE Vendor Hub. In case your company identifier is not populated with a valid value and the system does not ask you to provide the correct value in a follow-up dedicated form, please write an email with your full company details to aevendorhub.administration@ansaldoenergia.com. Please now fill in user details. All messages from AE Vendor Hub to your company are sent to this user. Check if the email address is already pre-filled and update them if needed. If you have more than one person or department that will provide company information, insert more than one email address separated by semicolon. Select English or Italian language for user interface and make sure you select your correct time zone. As soon as company and user details are confirmed, you'll receive an email from AE Vendor Hub with username and password. In the next screens, you have to answer various questions that are grouped in several online forms. Some of the questions depend on the answers you have provided in the previous forms. One of the first forms you have to answer contains environmental, health, and safety preliminary questions. Click here to proceed. Fill in the additional registration form and make sure that the company headed paper or fiscal document you upload shows the company identifier you have declared in the first registration page. Click here to proceed. On this page, please read carefully the instructions to understand the content of the attached documents. Click on the zip file to download Ansaldo Energia category tree file and non-disclosure agreement template. The Excel file contains Ansaldo Energia multi-level category tree. In the category tree file, please identify all the NDA class categories you want to apply for. They are located at the last level each node. Please also review NDA content. You will be able to finalize the NDA document once you have selected all desired NDA class categories. Select categories you want to apply for and click on Save and Continue to proceed. You can click on Cancel to stop the registration process. All information saved in the previous steps will be available when you log in again. Select category classes at each level and click on Save and Continue to proceed. NDA class is the last level for the selected parent category class. Click on Save and Continue to proceed. Once you have selected all NDA categories, click on Download and Review NDA categories to export the Word file containing the NDA classes previously selected. If you wish to add other NDA class categories, you can click on the Registration Forms menu and select the main parent categories you want to review. If you modify NDA class categories, make sure that you export again the updated Word file by clicking on Download and Review NDA categories before you go to the next steps. Copy the NDA class categories in the dedicated section of the NDA document. Fill in the NDA document with company data and make sure it is signed by your legal representative. Scan the document. We recommend to choose PDF format when you save it. You are now ready to attach the NDA document in the NDA form. If you have completed all forms, a system message informs you that the registration process is completed, as displayed below. If some forms are not completed, the system highlights what is missing and you will have to click on the form to fill in all mandatory questions. Please note, at the first login, you have to read and agree with 3 documents related to Ansaldo Energia Group rules and codes: the general conditions of utilization of AE Vendor Hub, the Code of Ethics, and the privacy policy.